How's it going, you beautiful people? That was dumb. So, if you are new to kit bashing or just want to get some more diverse bits and want to find some kits that'll get you there, then this is for you. So, what makes a good kit for kit bashing and conversions on your miniatures? I think it all comes down to versatility and how diverse the actual different bits and bobs within a kit are. For example, a kit like this, just orc knobs, have some pretty decent bits that are pretty good, but it's one of those kits that will only be good within an orc army. Meaning you couldn't really use it in a space marine army or a fantasy army or a warband for another game, and that's not quite, doesn't quite make it a good kit for kit bashing. Let's talk about some kits that are. Kit number one, and one that I have personal experience with, that I think is actually super solid, and probably one of, if not the best kit to get when you're starting kit bashing. And that's just about, hold on, any of the Frostgrave kits. This one in particular is the Cultists 2. The reason is, as you can see, there's lots and lots of bits, which when you're just starting is really good, because you want to accumulate lots of bits over time, and obviously getting a lot in is a good start, right? So lots of accessories like bags, lots of heads, arm options. There were more bodies, but I've obviously used it, and there's a lot of them. I know there's a wizard one, there's the cultist one, obviously. There's also knights. And all of them are normally pretty good at having different male and female presenting models or gender neutral models. So it's really just got good stuff for everyone. And really solid kits. Also, they're just the sculpts are good. But as far as I am aware, they are only the more fantasy medieval style. There's no real sci-fi. So a really good sci-fi kit for 40k or Stargrave, in my opinion, will be Chaos Cultists. Now obviously, always try to buy things secondhand, or even just steal them, because let's be real, official GW kits are pretty bloody pricey, but let's say that's what you're looking for. In my opinion, I think Chaos Cultists are very good. I say that because it's got a lot of different dynamic shapes and weapon options and different bodies that you can cut up and change and add to other things, and take a head from this, put it on that, take this weapon. A lot of newer kits, for example, like this Death Guard Plague Marine, they're less of just putting arms, legs, heads on them as much as it is an absolute puzzle. Which is an issue, because the back of this part is up there and half the arms there, and it's just not very kit bash friendly. But some of the models like the Cultists don't really have that problem, which is really good. Alright, moving on. You just want to have a website like Etsy, Trade Me, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. Just use one that's quite reliable. This is a kit, and just more of where the best place to buy miniatures are, because you can get some absolute gems, some absolute steals from the second-hand market. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll find someone selling their entire collection. Maybe they're getting out of the hobby, or they need to pay some bills, for a really solid price. They're rare, but they do happen, and I've seen it happen. Not me. I've never been that lucky. Now let's go back to fantasy miniatures for a bit. And I reckon a really great way to source brand new Dynasty kits is from Mantic Games, specifically their Kings of War model range, and because you get quite a lot of models for a really good price. They're half the price as GW stuff, and the quality is it's still on point, and it's still really good. And Square bases, yes, so Mantic Games, they're a good place for some good kits. You can get quite a lot. You can get whole army starters for the same price, for the same price as this one Gazkul Thraka, which is pretty insane. I just quickly sat down to move to my couch paying setup, because I've got If you've been following along, you know I've got a whole bunch of orc boys to paint up. Speaking of which, if you want to see other projects that I'm working on, like my orc army and other armies to come, consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Now for some more, I need paint at the same time. That's the whole reason I got here. For some like more abstract models, I wouldn't recommend as a like a first kit to buy. Definitely some good bits and bobs for definitely more like, yeah, abstract's a pretty good way of putting it. For some more strange creations, would be the what do they call it? The Chaos Space Marine Accursed Cultists, because some of the bits that they come with are just so good, so good. But yeah, probably not like a good first kit to get, unless you're like actually planning on doing that army. But if you've already got a good or a decent amount of bits, it's such a good one to have as part of your arsenal. I also think that WizKids models are a very good choice because the plastic's not too hard, it's pretty easy to cut through, and there's some good miniatures. So what I recommend you do is go pick up any WizKid model that you like the look of, whether you're going to use it as an NPC, a monster, or something like that, and simply make 3 changes. You want to swap a bit out, remove a bit, and add a bit. If you do those 3, and then you print it up, you should have a pretty good little kit bash. And if you don't want to remove a bit, you can also just like swap out other bits. But sometimes it's good to practice knowing how to get rid of things that aren't necessary. And the WizKids models are only like $10 New Zealand, which is like $5 USD, which isn't too bad at all. Not too bad at all, I reckon. Now, other not so much official miniature kits, but other things you can use are things like toys. Toys are very good for your miniatures. In fact, I did a whole video of like a tutorial on how toys can be used, and I made an entire truck out of a cheap $2 shop, like an excavator, was it? Something like that. And it's one of the coolest things I think I've ever made. And it happened all because I was broke. So, I don't know, I'm sure there's some message in that somewhere, some metaphor. I'm going to finish up these orcs and get some sleep because I need an early night. So take the knowledge and go away. Shoot. I'll catch you another time. Go on. What are you doing? Get out of here. Alright.